The Resilient Reenactors. A journey through time. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm, golden hue over the sprawling field where the historical reenactment was set to take place. It was the culmination of months of preparation and dedication, a chance for history enthusiasts to step back in time and relive the past. The organizers had spared no expense, and participants from all over the country had gathered to take part in what was promised to be an unforgettable experience. Little did they know, however, that this reenactment would become a test of their determination and resilience like no other. A dream unfolds. For Samuel Thompson, an avid history buff, the event was a dream come true. He had spent countless hours researching and acquiring the authentic gear needed to portray a Civil War soldier accurately. As a high school history teacher, he had convinced several of his students to join him on this adventure. Among them was Rebecca, a talented and passionate reenactor, and John, a young man with a deep fascination for the Civil War era. The trio arrived at the site early in the morning, greeted by the sight of bustling tents and excited reenactors from all walks of life. Soldiers from the north and the south, nurses, civilians, and even a few families had come to immerse themselves in the past. The atmosphere was electric, and Samuel, Rebecca, and John couldn't help but feel a sense of camaraderie among the participants. A perfect storm. The reenactment began as planned. The Union and Confederate armies lined up on opposite sides of the field, each side carrying their muskets and cannons, ready to recreate the epic battles of the Civil War. As the battle commenced, the air filled with smoke, and the sound of gunfire echoed across the field. The reenactors were in their element, fully engrossed in their roles. However, nature had different plans for this historic reenactment. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, and a rumble of thunder warned of an impending storm. Despite the signs, the reenactors continued to fight, the rain making the ground muddy and treacherous. The atmosphere that was once electric now took on a new level of intensity as the battle raged on. Battling the elements. The rain came down in sheets, drenching the reenactors and turning the field into a quagmire. The once eager participants now found themselves struggling to move, their muskets heavy with water, their uniforms sodden and uncomfortable. The cannon fire became muffled by the rain, and visibility was severely reduced. Samuel, Rebecca, and John found themselves huddled together behind a makeshift barricade, trying to shield themselves from the rain and maintain some semblance of composure. Samuel's enthusiasm had now transformed into a battle of determination. The students looked to him for guidance, their faces a mix of fear and uncertainty. "We can't give up now," Samuel declared, trying to muster his resolve. "This is our chance to experience history like never before. Let's keep going." A beacon of hope. In the midst of the chaos, a figure emerged on the field. It was William Granger, an experienced reenactor who had seen his fair share of rough weather during reenactments. With a reassuring smile, he joined the trio behind the barricade, offering words of encouragement. "Every reenactor faces challenges," William said. "The real heroes of history faced far worse. Let's remember their resilience and fight on." William's words were a beacon of hope. They rallied the group, and the students found new determination to push through the difficult conditions. The battle raged on, and they soldiered through the relentless rain, firing their muskets with renewed purpose. A test of endurance. Hours passed, but the storm showed no sign of relenting. The field became a muddy, chaotic mess, and many reenactors began to doubt if they could continue. The organizers had no choice but to pause the reenactment temporarily due to safety concerns. Sheltering in their tents, the reenactors had a chance to regroup and dry off. Some decided to call it a day, while others grumbled about the unpredictability of the weather. Samuel, Rebecca, John, and William, however, were undeterred. They saw the adversity as an opportunity to make this reenactment even more unforgettable. The quartet decided to camp out overnight on the field to continue the reenactment the following day, regardless of the conditions. They were fueled by a shared determination to push their limits and test their endurance, just as the soldiers of the Civil War had done. A night to remember. The decision to spend the night on the field turned out to be a defining moment for the four reenactors. They set up a small campfire, which provided some much-needed warmth and comfort. Sitting around the fire, they shared stories of their love for history and the sacrifices made by the soldiers they portrayed. The rain continued to fall throughout the night, but it didn't dampen their spirits. Instead, it served as a reminder of the hardships endured by those who had lived during the Civil War. The reenactors gained a deeper appreciation for the resilience of the soldiers they were portraying. The morning after. The following morning brought a break in the rain, and the group emerged from their soggy tents with a newfound sense of purpose. They were met with a sight that took their breath away. The field had transformed into a sea of mud, with puddles everywhere. It was a far cry from the pristine battleground they had started on, but the authenticity of the experience was unmatched. With their muskets once again loaded and ready, they joined the other reenactors who had decided to continue. The battle resumed, and the reenactors gave it their all, splashing through the mud, firing their weapons, and shouting battle cries with unbridled enthusiasm. The power of resilience. As the reenactment continued, a sense of unity and purpose emerged among the participants. The conditions had brought them closer, and they no longer saw the rain as an obstacle but as a shared challenge. Their perseverance in the face of adversity was truly inspiring. The battle reached its climax, with the Union and Confederate forces clashing in a final showdown. The mud-splattered reenactors fought valiantly, embodying the spirit of the soldiers they were portraying. The spectators, who had braved the elements to watch the reenactment, cheered them on with unwavering support. A victory in adversity. The reenactment eventually came to an end, and the exhausted reenactors made their way off the field, their uniforms caked in mud, but their spirits higher than ever. The organizers praised their dedication and resilience, and the audience gave them a standing ovation for their extraordinary performance in the face of adversity. As the reenactors gathered to share their experiences and reflect on the event, they realized that they had achieved something remarkable. They had not only relived history but had also created a new chapter of resilience and determination that would be remembered for years to come. The legacy continues. The experience had a profound impact on Samuel, Rebecca, John, and William. They learned that history wasn't just about reading books or watching documentaries, it was about experiencing it firsthand, facing the challenges of the past, and honoring the sacrifices made by those who came before them. Inspired by their unforgettable adventure, the quartet continued their journey through time, participating in reenactments of different historical eras. They became advocates for the power of resilience and determination, spreading the message that even in the face of adversity, one could achieve greatness by staying true to their passion and purpose. And so, the legacy of the Resilient Reenactors lived on, reminding people that history was not just a thing of the past but a living, breathing force that could inspire, motivate, and bring out the best in all of us. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button to learn English through watching these kinds of interesting stories daily. Please click on the screen on any video showing on your screen to watch it next. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video till the end.